What is up, party people? My name is FIREVOLT. Welcome back to my vlog. It is Wednesday, and I am going to one of my favorite places to go, and that is the comic book stores. Shout out to Stacks, shout out to Freedom, and shout out to Monarch, and shout out to JC's. My 4 favorite comic book stores, and I'm about to go get this week's pickups. I forget off the top of my head what for sure is coming out, but I do know at the same time that X-Men's like Midnight, or where the X-Men are vampires, that's coming out today, issue 1. And then we got the 3rd printing of Youngblood issue 100, and I'm stoked on that because I have the 1st printing, which is just dope and legendary, issue 100 Youngblood. 2nd printing has Invincible and like Fireborn on it, and then the 3rd printing now has Radiant Black. So a whole bunch of legendary characters celebrating this monumental success of Rob Liefeld, and I'm just stoked to go pick it up. I'm stoked to see what other comics there are that I'm forgetting. I got them in my listed notes, and then I'm just stoked because I like seeing what other comics came out that I don't know about. So that's what's going on right now. I'm on the way to this drive. Y'all get to hear me talk, and sorry the audio isn't as professional as usual. I sometimes forget to bring with me my sweet little microphone that makes the audio off the charts, but it's fine because luckily iPhones are quite the spec of tech, and they have pretty dang good audio as is. But either way, party people, here we are. Just clocked in, did 6 hours of work at Kaval Culture, primarily doing some behind the scenes stuff today. Got to chat it up and make some drinks for some cool peoples, but it's primarily doing computer work today. And one thing I did was make an iamFIREVOLT link tree. I've used Linktree before. Tranquility, my band, has a sick Linktree. I really like how it looks. Yes, I pay for the professional version, but then I made one today for my personal life, because a constant thing that I'm going through is like learning how to do everything I need to keep all the pillars of my life going. And I don't just mean the 4 pillars of sit, fit, eat, create, glow guidance principles, but I'm talking about my band, my business, my family business, and my vlogs and my art. And it's just, we all got the same 24 hours in a day, and I need to keep mine straight. And I figured alongside of just like this vlog series is for a very niche group of people who love Jesus, love music, love working out, love comic books, and love hustling in life. My homies are like me, but I don't know many people who are in that type of like thing. Like there's a lot of things that cross over there, but then there's things where like are kind of like opposite in ways. Or at least, like, for example, there's people who love comic books and anime, and they also love Jesus, and they see the principles in these stories and how they tie to the principles that Christ left for us. And then they're badasses, and they do it to be the man God told them to be, and to be the hero that they know they are. And then there's those same people who love the principles of comic books and anime, but they don't really believe in God, let alone Jesus, but like they do believe in the good principles of being a good person, so they become the hero that they know they can be. But then there's people who are into comic books and anime, and they are into them because these characters represent everything they are not. And that's a whole wild group of the community that is honestly like, I don't get how you could watch these characters and then allow your life to be what some of these people's lives are, to just disrespect your body the way some of these people disrespect their body. And like, hey, to each their own. I'm just generally saying I don't get it. And also, that's like one of many examples of how I'm in a niche group. But either way, I just pulled up to Stacks. Boop. Stacks, books, and comics. About to go say what up to Dave and the gang. Go see what comics are in today.
Or if not, they have a copy around that same number.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I have my tiny microphone. So today was a solid day for getting comic books for the comic book collection. And I got one that really stands out above the rest of them. But I'm going to go over all the other books I got. So we'll just go how they come out of the bag. Starting off, we got Marvel's What If Captain America was revived in 2099. We got a Ghost Rider, Future Spider-Man. I don't even know these other two. Kind of looks like something like Thor. Iron Fist of Swords. I don't know. That Ghost Rider looks dope. Either way, I saw this online a couple weeks back, and I knew I for sure wanted to get that book. Then we got issue 3 of Mask. I haven't read these yet, but I definitely got 1 and 2 because this is a part of the Everjohn universe. Everjohn. Either way, I know Mask was a hit thing in the 80s and they revived it. And I'm all about some good old revival. Okay. Going forward. This one, I was stoked on. I called to make sure they held it for me, and thank goodness I did. We got the 3rd printing of Rob Liefeld's Youngblood. Particularly, the coolest thing about this is Radiant Black. And just remember Radiant Black right now, because that's going to be important in the future. Boom, boom, boom. I'm holding them here, but I'll throw them somewhere on screen. So, keeping them rolling. Then I got this because in their long boxes, they did 40% off today. And I already have this one, but it's issue 37 of Radiant Black in this particular variant style. But since I'm selling some of my doubles on whatnot, I figured that'd be a good one to like get a double of. And I also got this in the long box. This next comic book is $25, but I got it for 40% off. And it's Rick and Morty presents The Vindicators. If you've never watched Rick and Morty, you don't know this episode. It's like a spoof on superheroes and stuff. And I remember seeing this book months back. I was like, I want that, but I'm not about to pay $25 for it. But dang, I'll pay whatever 40% is of 25. And then in the long boxes to go on with the deals, we got Maximum Carnage issue 1 of Spider-Man Unlimited. You know, staying in the suit of that Spider-Man vibe. And then right behind it was issue 2 with Carnage and Venom. Absolutely legendary characters. And then we got 2 more books in here. Rolling on, we have issue 4 of Ben 10. I have not read any of the Ben 10, but I grew up with Ben 10. And Ben 10 is an awesome character through and through. So one day, as with all these, I'm going to read them. But I'm going to actually like dive into this one soon. And then we have the last one of this particular part of the round. And we have issue 33 of the Uncanny X-Men. I haven't been staying up with this X-Men, but this one says part 1 guest starring Gabriel the Devil Hunter. And that dude just looked sweet. So I ended up going with it. So I'm going to put all of these back in my bag real quick. Probably speed it up right here so you're not waiting to see me playing with these bags and stuff. Yeah. Sorry, I got some of these upside down. And then I'll show you the last one I got. So, the last one I got is particularly very sweet. It was, I didn't need to do it, but I'm going to be scanning this in as the 700th first comic book of my collection. And I didn't know it was going to be 20% off. A part of like the store sale till I did it. And I looked it up, and there are only 500 of these books in existence. And it is issue 1 of Radiant Black, 9.6 CGC grade. And this particular cover is like, I forget the particular word, but like it pays respect to Spider-Man in Secret Wars. And this version of Radiant Black just looks so dope. And I haven't even read Radiant Black, but I'm a huge fan of how the character looks and what it's doing in the comic book world right now. So, Comic Kingdom Edition A, 9.6. Absolutely epic. Hit me with the dopamine again and again and again. So, that's what's going on now. I'm about to go get a very quick pump. I need to make this short because I'm about to go get a quick pump inside at the gym before me and Bo go see Spider-Man Brand New Day for a second time. 10 out of 10 movie. About to go see it. Why am I going to go see the movie twice? Well, because you can only watch the movie on the big screen while it's out, so I got to go get it while I can. So I'm going to go get it. I hope you get it too. Thanks for hanging out here on iamFIREVOLT. And I got the fire in me, and I hope it sparks a fire in you. God bless you. See you soon.